If you're trying to decide when to plan your Disney World trip and you're overwhelmed by all the Epcot festivals, then this video is for you. Epcot hosts 4 festivals throughout the year, and each one has a different vibe. Today, I'm breaking down all 4 so you can figure out which festival actually fits your style best. Hi everyone, I'm Molly, and this is Raja Wishes, where I help busy families plan Disney vacations with less stress and more magic. Epcot festivals are one of my favorite parts of Disney World, but choosing the right one can make a huge difference in your overall trip. So let's walk through them together. Before we dive into each one, there are a few things that all Epcot festivals have in common. So each festival is going to include food kiosks throughout World Showcase and the front of the park, although the amount is going to vary by festival. There will also be a concert series that's included with your park ticket, a themed scavenger hunt that you can purchase for an additional fee, and there'll also be some sort of food challenge where if you buy 5 of certain things, you can then earn an additional prize. There's also extra entertainment, and this is all included with your regular park admission into Epcot. So no matter which festival you visit, you're getting added value just by being there. Now let's talk about what actually makes each festival different, starting with the first one of the year. Festival of the Arts is the first festival of the year, and it is also one of the shortest. In 2026, it will run from January 16th through February 23rd. This festival celebrates the culinary, visual, and performance arts, and it has such a fun, creative vibe. Plus, Figment is the star of this festival. One of my favorite parts of this festival are the Disney artists. They set up booths throughout Epcot selling their artwork, and many of them will even have times when they're available to do signings. You're also going to see adorable chalk art of Disney characters all around World Showcase, which just makes the park feel extra special and artsy. This festival also features Broadway-style performances each night in the American Gardens Theater, which is such a unique experience and something that you're not going to get during the other festivals. Now, honest opinion, this is actually my favorite festival overall, but it is my second least favorite when it comes to food. The food at this festival looks beautiful, but it doesn't always taste as good as it looks. That said, the crowds are usually lower, and the cooler winter weather makes walking around Epcot incredibly pleasant. So who is this festival for? Well, if you love art, lighter crowds, cooler weather, and a calmer Epcot experience, then Festival of the Arts is a fantastic choice. However, if outdoors are more your thing, the next festival might be perfect for you. Flower and Garden Festival is when Epcot truly comes alive for spring. In 2026, it will take place from March 4th through June 1st. There are dozens of character topiaries and beautifully designed gardens all throughout the park. And honestly, it just feels like spring exploded in the best way possible. Epcot is absolutely gorgeous during Flower and Garden Festival. Now this festival has my second favorite food out of all of the festivals. The menu is a little bit lighter, it's fresher, and it features a lot of seasonal ingredients. Early in the festival, the weather is usually gorgeous, but towards the end, it's gonna start getting a little hot. Crowd-wise, this one's a bit tricky. It overlaps with spring break and Easter, which can get very busy. So if you're planning to attend Flower and Garden, timing really matters. This festival also features the Garden Rocks concert series, which includes a mix of classic and modern artists. So who is this festival best for? Well, if you love spring weather, flowers, outdoor strolling, and some lighter food, and you can avoid peak spring break weeks, then this is a beautiful time to visit Epcot. Now let's talk about the most popular Epcot festival and the one people ask about the most, Food and Wine Festival. Dates for 2026 have not been announced yet, but it usually runs from around late August to mid-November. Food and Wine is the most popular Epcot festival, and honestly, it's really easy to see why. This festival has the best food of all 4, hands down. There are a ton of food booths with a huge variety of options, and food lovers absolutely thrive here. The downside is gonna be the weather. Early in the festival, it's really hot and humid. However, later in the season, especially in October and early November, the weather becomes absolutely gorgeous again. This festival usually overlaps with fall break and Halloween season, so crowds can be moderately heavier, especially on weekends, because locals love Food and Wine Festival just as much as the rest of you. Food and Wine also features the Eat to the Beat concert series, which brings in some really fun throwback artists. So who is this festival best for? If food is your #1 priority and you don't mind the heat, or you can plan for a time later in the festival, Food and Wine is a hard choice to beat. And finally, let's talk about the most festive Epcot festival of the year, Festival of the Holidays. Festival of the Holidays is the final festival of the year, and it has a completely different feel. It normally kicks off right after Thanksgiving and runs until the end of the year. And I'll be honest, this is actually my least favorite festival when it comes to food. It's very cookie heavy, and while there are some good bites, food is not the main reason to attend this festival. However, the Candlelight Processional is something truly special. Celebrity narrators, a live orchestra, and a full choir tell the story of Christmas. It's one of the most beautiful things Disney does all year. You'll also find holiday storytellers throughout World Showcase, sharing traditions from different cultures, which is such a meaningful and unique experience. So who is this festival best for? If you love Christmas, holiday traditions, and seasonal entertainment, Festival of the Holidays is absolutely worth planning around. So when it comes to choosing the right Epcot festival, it really comes down to what you value most. If you want lower crowds and cooler weather, Festival of the Arts is a great choice. If you love flowers and those spring vibes, Flower and Garden is absolutely beautiful. If food is your top priority, Food and Wine is king. And if you want that holiday magic, Festival of the Holidays is unmatched. Epcot festivals are a huge part of what makes Disney World so special, and choosing the right one can completely shape your vacation experience. If you found this video helpful and want more realistic Disney planning advice, make sure you're subscribed here on Raja Wishes, especially so you don't miss my upcoming video about this year's Festival of the Arts. Until next time, wishing you less stress and more magic.